We back, we back, we back. It's your boy, Uncle Beats, in the street like white lines, on the corner like the stop signs. Who I got with me?
You got your boy Snap G, the world's most famous and well-known professional sucker ducker. You understand?
Hey, you know how it go. If you want us to be all right, hit the likes. If you want
Hit the
us to
lights,
survive, subscribe. You know how it
subscribe.
go. And if you really
Man,
care,
look,
hit share. You know?
look, man. Just wipe your feet, man. When you come in the house,
Gotta
hit
wipe
that
your
like
feet when
button.
you come in the house. Gotta wipe your feet when you come in the house. What's going down with you, man?
Man, nothing much, man. I had a nice little long day today.
Uh,
It's almost resting time, so the day over with. Looking forward to tomorrow.
yeah, you know all you old men have to go to bed early,
Yeah, you know how it be.
Man,
You know.
I had an interesting day. I had an interesting day. I had a I had a situation hit home with one of our friends today, and I want to know what do everybody think. I'm gonna tell you what I think should have been done, but I want to know what everybody think. So, if you are, how should I put it, a player out here, and you at a little chick house, and the stalking boyfriend come do something to your car, what are you supposed to do from there? From that point, why you laughing? I wanna
Oh
I
man.
wanna know because I think he
So
made the right decision. I just want to know what the hood think because the hood say stupid stuff sometimes. So I just want to know what they think.
so you telling me that the boyfriend sabotaged the man's car.
Yeah, and I had this
Didn't do
happen to
nothing
me
to him,
before.
but did it to his car.
He ain't do nothing to him, but he over there riding his baby mama out every night and riding out and tongue kissing her and licking her toes and letting her do all type of freaky stuff to him, all type of weird stuff. And the baby daddy know probably what the baby mama was doing to him. So do we got a right to, be crazy about that, act crazy over
Do
it?
we got a
Like
right?
what
Man,
would you
listen,
do if it happened to you? Is what I'm asking.
do you really want to know that?
Yeah, I really want to know that. What would you do? I remember. I remember I was in this situation back when I was younger, and how I handled stuff, but I don't think I handled it the right way. So how would you
Man,
handle it?
man, listen. I think I told
Just
man,
come
listen,
on, man.
man.
Just come on, man.
No, cause I'm hesitating because I really want to say something, but I'm not gonna say that. Uh uh I mean, if a dude do me like, I mean, must sabotage my car because of what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna look at him like a lame because nine
Right,
times out of ten he might see me on a daily in the store or at the
right.
gas station and don't say nothing. But you want to sabotage? Come on, man. So yeah, man.
I even think he said he saw this dude at the store, said nothing.
I
Saw
think
him with
I'll
his
pull my belt off my
what?
waist and beat him with it.
Pull your belt off your waist and beat him with it.
Yeah, my belt and beat him with it. Yeah, that's what I think I do. Off my
We
waist.
gotta we gotta uh oh, we got a regular guest. My homegirl, my little sister, Star Temple said I would just remove myself from I guess from dealing with the part because this
Man.
happens to women too. Women be over dudes'
Yeah,
cribs
but you ain't finna
and
do
crazy
nothing to
bras
my
coming.
car. Like, I mean, you ain't fin come on, man. That's some little girl stuff, man. I mean, that's something that a woman not normally does when a dude do it. You know what we call them.
Well, you know, again, I'm like Peter Griffin of the hood. I got a story for everything, a flashback for everything. So I remember back in the day, this dude that my baby mama was dealing with. I'm Ryan Stunning, Bam Bam's caddy, just chilling, fresh, you know, been through the projects to the clear courts. Boom, a brick come out of from nowhere, but there's about 500 people out there. So I don't know who threw it. I just see somebody running. So now, probably about a month later, she tells me that the dude did it. So me and the dude is put it like this. He was shooting at me and somebody shot back at him several times. I don't know who. But later, I'm watching this stuff on YouTube, right? These dudes was dangerous, man. I had no clue who I'm into it with. I'm watching them.
Hey, you know YouTube will hype it up a little bit. Them documentaries make people seem like more than what they is.
They went down for killing this gang chief, and like it's a show on YouTube where they like reread the court transcripts. Right. Yeah. So I'm like, these dudes really follow people everywhere they go and stuff and trying to they was looking for this dude for about a week. I'm like, oh my God. I had no clue I was dealing with some guys like this, right? And they was just killing people left and right. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'm saying that to say, now my homeboy, of course, he's much older than I was in that situation. He was older than that. And he said, I had no problem with it. I'm just reported to my insurance. It's gonna get paid for. And file a police report, because that's what you have to do when you when you file an insurance claim. So he just say, I'm gonna just say somebody bust my window. Not saying the dude, but he's just saying, hey, somebody bust my window, boom, 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 on with my day. So what I'm asking you is, when should you call the police?
What?
When should you call the police?
When should you call the police?
Yeah.
Me, honestly, man, I ain't trying to sound tough,
right,
or nothing like that. I guess the police will come when needed, but you know, I'm not calling them.
Now, what do you mean when needed? When needed, do you give me
somebody else will call them? Somebody who live on the block will call them. I'm not calling them.
So, if I don't know.
Now, truthfully,
right,
I could say if I'm like out of town or something, and then my wife called me like, hey, somebody trying to break in their house and I can't get nobody to call the police. I tell her to do it.
Okay, so what if okay, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something that I said. Remember that story we was talking about the other day when the guy was fighting the girls in the store and I jumped in?
Yeah.
I was telling people in the store to call the police on me. I was choking them, and I was like, man, you need to go to jail. That's what I said. So do that make do that make
cut it out?
Do that make, cause man, people be acting like they're never and I get into it with the police more than anybody, but people be acting like you never supposed to call the police, and that's just stupid. Because at the end of the day, you're really protecting yourself. You know?
Yeah.
Like I remember one of my homies' cribs got broke into, and another one of my well, it was this homie that introduced me to this dude who crib got broke into. So he like, man, they took all my stuff. I was like, well, I know you had insurance. And he said, yeah. But they said, this dude comes over your house all the time because he lived in Vegas and they had cameras and stuff. They're like, this dude come over your house all the time. So who is this? Because that's who did it. Tell us who did it. And we'll cover. And he had nice stuff. And he said, since he didn't tell him who the dude was, he couldn't get his stuff back. Now, what I don't understand about that dude, My homie was the street dude. This dude wasn't. So why wouldn't he tell the police like, yeah, that's so and so, he stole my stuff, he get his stuff back? Cause he couldn't have went to this dude's house and told him like, hey, give me my stuff back, man. You broke in my house. Cause
Right.
it wasn't gonna work out good for him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it just tripped me out how people be like, you never talk to them about nothing.
Man, like, man, for real. I mean, don't nobody want to talk to them, man.
Now, if it was me, you know what I would do at this point in my life is what you said about that situation when I was telling you about asking about Young Thug and them thing. I'm just not gonna put myself in them situations, man. That's what I didn't got to, cause like before I could like be over a broad crib, I gotta really been messing with her for a while before I could, you know what I'm saying, before I could be comfortable enough to spend the night over there. Cause you know them crazy dudes is able to pop up, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I just wanted your take on that, man. That's all.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm being distracted right now. Uh, I'm trying to ignore it. I'm getting phone calls. There go another one. Everybody want to
Well,
call me, man. I'm gonna come right back in.
you know, you know how it go. Well, yeah, y'all. So, um, I have been in situations, right? So if it's a woman at your crib and she wants to fight or tear up things, what do you do? Tell me what you do. Do you call the police? Do you beat her up? Or do you let her tear your stuff up and just say forget it? Uh, I'm gonna check some of the comments, see what y'all talking about. What y'all talking about, family? What y'all talking about? Who we got on here? Mike Mike Smith, you on time? What's up with you, big dog? Always good to see you. Yeah, but like I say, what do you do? Do you call in? Do you call or do you fight now? I'm not gonna lie. If a broad is at my crib tearing up stuff, she might have to take that ride, man. I might have to call in on her because I'm sitting in jail for stuff, but I'm not sitting in jail for no domestic. Could be wrong, but that's just me. Right. But when you say put her out, how do you put her out if she's trying to fight you though? Hmm. I see you, Drew. Yeah, if she's trying to fight you, you can't just put her out. Y'all making it sound easy. And yep, Queen, you know you ain't finna let nobody put you out. you know that you know that ain't gonna be the easiest task that they ever did. So yeah, I just feel like yeah, I see you, Drew. I feel like I might just have to put in that call, man. I ain't gonna lie. If she I'm not going to jail for fighting no woman. I'm not going to jail for no domestic. I'm not. This is one thing I'm not finna sit in jail for. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's been a lot going on. Been a lot going on. I want another thing I wanted to talk about was out there in Buffalo, New York. I don't know if y'all familiar with it, but they had like a real bad snowstorm, and everybody been out there looting. They've been um they've been robbing all the stores. They was robbing all the stores. I never seen nobody loot at a bank before. They didn't hit the bank. hit all the Family Dollars, hit all the Walmarts. Uh, but at one of the stores, they had like some liquor store owners, different people, and they had guns protecting their store, and it just makes me wonder like what you supposed to do at a situation like that? Like, are you supposed to take your stuff, protect your stuff, which is insured, or do you let people just put you out of business? And it's like I seen a lot of people. I seen a lot of businesses get wiped out just when the George Floyd stuff happened. It was a lot of people wiped out, and I'm just like, whoa. The business never came back. It was this jerk restaurant on 55th and House that I used to go to. It ain't there no more. All from that. Hold on, let me read these comments. Oh, you paused your movie to check us out. That's highly appreciated. That's highly appreciated. Highly appreciated. So this is the main thing that I wanted to talk about today. It's like what do people do when they get older? You know what I'm saying? What they do when they get older. Hold on, let me see what my number one guest of the show say. Both sides. Yeah. If a woman that domestic violence when it's dangerous. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but you know what I learned? But instead of fighting a woman back through the domestic, I done had women tear my whole crib before. I just don't deal with them no more. It's like you gonna pay for all this, one, and two, I'm probably just not gonna deal with them no more. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it moving. Yeah, you missed the domestic. You missed the domestic, Amber. I was asking if somebody, if a woman is tearing up your crib, do you hit her? Put her out or call the police. You know, they gonna have to take that ride they act up in my crib. It's just that simple. I remember one time I had to call recently. I had to call the police on a domestic situation. The police came and helped. They was just as nice. Then the next day I was cursing them out at an event that I had. The same police, because it's like I really don't. I understand how people don't want to deal with the police because it's like they have a job where they have to be a Jekyll and Hyde. 1 minute you cool, and in another scenario you arrested me. So it's like it's really hard to like you because I don't know what side you're gonna take. Yeah, they got pills for that. But this what I want to talk to y'all about. This what somebody asked me to talk to y'all about. What what what's your retirement plan? See, I watch a lot of people. They get old and they don't have a retirement plan. You know, so it's like, excuse me. So it's like, are you just gonna bust your back until you're 75? That don't sound like fun when you're older. But it's like I watch so many people want to be the hustler or be the mm, independent. I'm gonna just say independent. I don't even say drug dealer, but it's like you're not building no pension up. So what are you gonna do when you get old? It's like, are you gonna be steady working? Like, what are you gonna do? Now, me, I'm definitely retired to the Dominican. It ain't no debate about it. It's like I feel like I've already figured out my retirement, and I'm yeah, try and marry rich. I feel like I already got it set up, but how many people don't got it set up? You know, it's like everybody around me, I've been trying to get them to own something so they can leave something. You know what I'm saying? What you say, Stuart? You don't want a retirement plan? Yeah, but who want? Well, let's not get it messed up. My daddy, he about he ain't no about. He's 70. He's gonna be 73. He get up and go to work every day. He don't have to though. He good off his pension, and when he feel like it, he take a trip. He go down to Mississippi, be with his girls. Be with his girl. So it's like I'm just saying. But he say he keep working, so he have something to do. He say he don't want to just sit in the house all day and just be bored. But yeah, man, I'm gonna keep going, man. But just steady working, working, working. I don't know, man. Post snap, I was just hogging it. I knew you was back, dog. I was just hogging it for a minute, man.
Man, what the
I was just hogging it for a minute. I'm telling these people about my retirement plan, man.
all right, but I'm saying though, man, I've been back for the past 10 minutes
I
and
know.
I'm sitting
I
up
know.
here trying to figure out what's
I'm
going
sorry.
on.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I did that to him. We like me and him was like Duck and JT on the Five Heartbeat. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
man,
gonna
let's
make me
get
pay
to
for
it,
it.
man. Let's get to the
Oh
business.
man, I was explaining to the. I just put a tender topic out there, man, and I was asking them what would when should you call the police on a woman if she's trying to fight you and tear your stuff up? And of course, everybody said jack her up. I don't think that's right. But I gotta hit you with something, man, that I really want to
Nah,
hit you with. I gotta hit you with this, man. This is finna. I hope you're sitting down, right? Because I want to know what you really think. Because this is a real situation, and we kind of it came up right the other day, and I was looking at you, so I want to ask you, how should a parent feel? Is y'all ready for this? Is y'all ready? How should a parent feel if they have a gay child?
bad.
why?
I mean,
Why?
I can
Why?
feel you.
Why should they
I'm
feel
just
bad?
speaking. I'm just speaking personally, bro.
Right?
So everybody out there, don't
Why?
quote me. This is just
Why
my
should?
personal feelings
Why should they feel bad though?
because that is not the natural order of things, man. We monetizing things. They pushing it on our children. I'm sitting up watching watching something on, you know what I'm saying, Roku, one of them apps, and
Right.
every commercial was a gay commercial. And this like in the middle of the day.
But
So
but
at night too, but in the middle of the day too, it's like, wow. But at the same time, I mean, to each his own, it's just me, you know. I feel bad. Like, man, what did I go wrong?
okay, so
Because hold on, let me get this out. Because when your child is born and
right,
say you got a boy, you
right,
want your boy to be a man's man, just like you were, or will be want to be more manly than you. You see what I'm saying? And you want your daughter to be you know what I'm saying, something precious, something tender and precious
right.
and but you in the reverse roles when your daughter is like she aggressive like you and
So
your son feminine
let
like
me
your
ask
mom.
you this: are you homophobic?
No, why I got to be homophobic?
I'm just asking you, man.
I'm just saying, like,
I'm just
why I got to
asking
be
you.
homophobic because I don't agree with that. You know what I mean? I ain't got to be
Well,
homophobic.
I really
I'm definitely religious.
I really feel like I don't care. I feel like
See, they got you, man. They done sucked you.
uh,
They done pulled you in.
like I said before, my daughter is
I
a
know.
stud.
I know,
And
man.
I really don't. It really don't bother me. I never like. Oh, why is she like that? I really don't care. I don't. But but with my son, with my son,
It would have been a little something different, huh?
let's not forget, I still got little Adrian around with Stacy, right? With my son, right? I would have to say I feel like I wouldn't know, right? But it's like at the same time, I have people in my family that play for the other team, right? And these are my family members. I love them to death. Like I don't look at them and be like, get what you know. I got no problem with them. So it's like, but they not my sons too, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how does a parent handle that? And I just was trying to figure it out. But we have somebody in the comments that says,
This is
I got
it's
girls.
sticky. I got a question I want to ask in a
Yeah.
second. Go ahead, read the comments.
No, she just said, hold on, let's just say. Oh, that's what Drew asked me. What if it was your son? I'm gonna tell you something about that too, Drew, without telling too much of my personal business. But it done came up before where I done dealt with women that have sons that I just like to say play for the other team. I don't want them blocking us off of YouTube and stuff. So y'all know what I'm talking about. And it's like I just feel like he should be able that whoever should be allowed to be themselves and not hide what they're trying to be. But I do let them know the consequences of not hiding it, because so many people hide things that they do. But when you're a person that ain't ashamed of what you do, you got to deal with what comes with that. So you got to be ready for the fights, the insults. Just like when we was growing up, right? I looked at you and say, hey, look at this little ugly dude right here. I got to teach him how to case. And look how bad we talk about people now. We talk about people till they cry. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like
You ain't teach me how to case, man. I
I,
already
I, st-
had that gene.
I
What you
stayed on you
trying?
though, man.
You know
But
what I'm
it's
saying? I
like,
already had that gene, man. Hey, but listen,
okay,
why
go ahead.
when everybody, and this ain't got nothing to do with you, but
Right.
when anybody disagree with the gay community, they're called homophobics. I don't want
Right.
nothing. Hey, I rather, I want everybody to live life and be fruitful. But you keep all your extracurricular activities across the street. I don't want it around. Just like you don't want gang banging and shooting around you. I don't want that around me. See what I'm saying? I don't want none of it around me. But I'm just saying, just keep that over there, man. And we have no problems. I don't have to
Well,
talk to you. I don't have to do business with you, which I'm not saying that I don't do business with people like that.
right.
But I don't have to if I don't want to. And
Right.
then once people notice it, they calling you homophobic. I don't get it. And everybody riding you, oh, you wrong. Then you got these big platforms coming to step in and shut folks down. You know what I'm saying? But just
Right.
like, what I'm saying, with the Jewish people,
Right.
you can,
Be careful. I don't want you to
man,
come up messing. Like
no, listen,
with who people?
just
No,
listen.
go ahead.
Even with the Jewish people, you can't say certain things about them, but you can say everything about yourself.
Well, no,
And
now
and
that
and, and,
now
and, and they're gonna help you promote you saying everything
now
about
you just
yourself. But
turned
when
up
you
a
say
whole
something about them, there
you
you
just
have it.
started a whole nother ball game with
I'm
that
just
right there,
saying,
right?
man.
Now listen, if now back when back in oh y'all be making me now look, nobody questioned me on this. I'm 26 years old. but I can remember stuff in the '90s real good for some reason, right? So back in the '90s, right? My uncle Larry, he just used to like listen to talk radio all the time and different stuff. So I'm telling him how, man, I gotta get with Suge Knight, be down with Death Row or whatever. Like he the man, he running stuff. He said, yeah, he'll run them Jews though. I'm like, what you talking about? He said, they made him take talking about a Jew out of a record. So I'm like, what are you talking about? So what happened was, y'all can go on YouTube and look this up and check it out and listen to it. They had put Ice Cube's No Vaseline on Death Row's greatest hits. I guess he put it on there to have people talking about Dre or whatever, right? Ice Cube, right? So on No Vaseline, they have a part where he say, you let a Jew break up my crew. That's all he said. He didn't say no slur or nothing. They took it out the song. And on the other label, they let it ride. Because Interscope was ran by Jewish people. And like on another one, on Straight Up Menace, MCA say, kicking it with the homies, and we got the straps out to the cornerstone, owned by the damn. Ain't no you can get the fist. He say Japs. They didn't let him say it because Sony was the ones to put the soundtrack out. So like you said, y'all can say whatever y'all want to about black people. We don't care. But the minute you even mention us in a good light or a bad light, now, like you say, no, the minute I disagree with something y'all do, nah, I'm a racist or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, come on. Tell me who the most dangerous person in the black neighborhood is. I want to see if you know. The most dangerous dude in the black neighborhood. Who is it?
And somebody who looked like me.
Too. You say who?
Somebody who looked like me.
Well, no, everybody in the black neighborhood look like you. Who the most dangerous dude, though?
Oh, you talking about the police?
Nope. That dude standing in the liquor store on security. Go in there messing around if you want to. That color fella is gonna go up and be on the Call of Duty to protect them people's stuff that's not black.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying.
You're not.
They don't care if they get into it with the gangbangers, the biggest dope dealer in the neighborhood. They'll send it up over them, man. And that's the truth.
I remember I got stopped by the police.
Right.
It was a black and a white dude. Actually, it was two white dudes and a black dude. They was detectives. They slid up on me, scooped me up, put me in a car. Now, whatever I had on me, I threw it in my mouth and I'm trying to swallow it, but it's kind of stuck like right here in the middle of my throat and it won't go down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm holding it there and they ride with me in the car.
Right.
And the black dude is the tough one.
Right.
He like, we should take you to Motown. I say, I'm trying to call his bluff. I say, man, I don't care, man. I got family down there. He like, oh, you got family down there? Let's see. Let's find out. I'm like, man. And they like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. Nah, he like, nah, I'm finna do that. And then he got to calling me niggas and smoke and right in front of doing them, bro. Right. So I got him feeling like, damn. And they
Negro or ninja. While we go here.
Okay, ninja, Negro, or whatever. You know what I mean? No, I'm gonna say this. He started calling me the N-word. Yeah, the N-word. Even though I feel like a lame saying that like that, but I'm gonna say
N-word. Politically correct. Okay.
But he calling me these names in front of these other two officers, and we pulled up on 55th and 54th and Laughlin.
Right.
And there was a dude out there. Now, once we turned the corner, it was like 1,000 people down there. But once we got down there, it was only one dude.
Right.
Of course, they broke out and ran when they see the police car. But he pulled up on dude. The one dude that was out there, he said, hey, check it out. And when he walked to the car, he's like, "Oh, what's up, Smitty?" So he know the dude.
Right.
And he like, this dude in the back? He look in the back. He look at me. He like, "No, I don't know him." He say, he from 57 in Marshfield. Dude, look again. Like, yeah, I know him. Even though he don't, he just heard 57 Mars. Let him out.
Right.
He's like, let him out.
Right.
And now, dude, the police like, am I your homie now? Because that's what I got into it with him for, because I kept calling him homie.
Right.
What you doing out here? I ain't doing nothing, homie. What's your name? Man, homie. Look, I ain't your homie. All right, homie. Feel what I'm saying? He like, cuff him up.
Right.
So now they got me down here. So I'm cuffed. And it's like 1,000 dudes outside of the car. They rocking the car. Let him out, let him out. Man, dudes out there literally crying. You hear me? To let me out. Tears coming out their eye. Let him out. You know what I'm saying? One dude threw his jacket on the ground and started jumping on me.
The suspense is killing me. What happened?
This what happened, bro. I'm just trying to, I ain't got time to put all the details in it, but look.
Did you live or die?
I'm still here. But look, they got me cuffed.
Right.
And while they all outside, I say, man, the least you can do is take these cuffs off me, man. And he like, oh, hey, he told me to take the cuffs off of him. Oh, let him out. Let him out. Right. So they let me out the car. And as they let me out the car, they have to bag the other dudes up. You can see the two white boys weren't even really up with these shenanigans that dude on.
Right.
You could tell they kind of uncomfortable. But he's showing out for them.
Right.
See what I'm saying? A bunch of animals out here.
Right.
We gonna pick up some prey and drop them in the middle of some animals. Anyway, he got me cuffed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So as they taking me out the car, somebody's still on me. While they was, and it made dude and them mad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they put me back in the car, and he's still talking to him. He must have alerted them dudes that my door was open.
Right.
Both of them.
Right.
Because the other officer was still outside the car. It was two sitting in the car, one outside. So I'm noticing somebody creeping on the other side of the door, but I'm thinking the door was locked, so I ain't,
Right.
Man, why that dude open the door, spit a loogie in my face, bow.
Spit a loogie? Oh.
Look, still on me and jumped and dived on me. Now.
In the police car.
In the police car, but check this out. I'm uncuffed.
Right.
So what I did was I kind of fought them off, held this door, and when anybody that come in this other door, they're gonna read these Nikes.
Right.
And I'm to my boy, I was kicking like Bruce Lee, and them kicks was connected. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to figure out how to get in, and one dude just dived on top of me and just stood there because he couldn't do nothing else. You know what I'm saying? They pulled him out the car. Long story short, they was about to let me go and had them dudes chase me, but I'm glad they didn't. They put me back in the car and dropped me back off and told me they don't like the dude to spit on me. They gonna bring him down here on 57. So I was geeked up and I couldn't gather up nobody. With nobody out. I was out there with two shorties. Me and two little dirty ass shorties, man. We standing in front of my park, waiting on the police to drop off some bait. You know what I'm saying? We flagging police cars down like, oh, wrong officer. That's all right. Like for real.
You know what though? Crazy, people be wondering like stuff like that. You know, they used to pick me up and drop me off on Winchester, thinking they finna get me beat up. I'd be like, hey, thanks for the ride. It was cold out there. But one time they dropped Steve off at my crib, right? But it's like stuff like that will make people wonder, like, why guys like us be eerie when it kind of dealing with the police, any contact with them. Just like, I know you remember, I'm not gonna say their names, but when two of our boys off of Ada, remember they went to jail for shooting a police officer over there on back there. That was Laughing too, right? It was that Bishop 54 in the Motown. Okay, yeah, but it's like You know, when you ask them, like, why did y'all do that? They're like, it's like, who cares? We can look. They was just as bad as the gangbangers to me. It was like
They were game bangers. What you talking about?
they hopping out. To this day, I get tased by the police. I'm like, come on, that's all you got? And people like, how are you taking that? Like, they used to tase us every day when we on the corner. Like, what are you? They'll catch us and tase. It's like, man, they just ain't never been good. That's why, you know, when you ask me why was I crying that time you went to jail, when we was at the movies.
Yeah.
I never really see, you never really understood how my family was when it came to the police. And see, a cop killed my uncle back in the days, and my mama just always raised us like the police were our friend, and my daddy was like the same way. So it's like when you first off, I'm gonna just let you tell the story. I'm gonna let you tell the story real quick, man. What happened? Because people need
About
to know
what?
that story, man. When we got arrested in the movies, when again, I keep bringing Steve name up. Steve
Okay.
systemized the system for us to make money. So me and Steve used to go ask people for their ticket stubs, take them back and return them. Before we leave the show, we got hundreds of dollars. So the day I bring you to show you how it go, you can tell what happened. Because I think it was just me and you. But the minute they seen me, they got on me. They knew what we
It
was
was
coming
it
to
was
do,
it
though.
was it was it was me, you, Steve, and
Who else? It might have been more.
it was
Oh,
me, you,
I know who
Steve,
it
and
was.
old Yappy Dude.
Yeah,
But anyway, uh,
go ahead, man.
anyway, uh, y'all wanted me to go to Forest City with y'all. I'm already seeing now. I'm seeing that what y'all doing. I do it too. But we used
Right,
to sneak in the movies. We used to sneak in the movie. No,
right.
we'll
We
pay
used to be
for one
snuck.
ticket.
Right,
We'll pay for one ticket and have a
right,
person to go in there and open the back doors and let us all in.
right. That's all it is.
That's what we used to do. But I can't even remember what y'all was on. But like you said, they was messing with you, and I'm like, I told them to leave you alone,
But I'm
and them
going
talking about,
off. I'm going off on them. Even though I'm a kid, I'm going off on them like I go off on the police. And you told them leave me alone, keep going.
and man, they gaffled me up, man. Dude was hitting me with one of them little baby bats. You know what they call, but I ain't gonna call
Yeah,
it that. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? He would pop me upside my head with it, pop, pop.
The
Uh,
N-word beater.
right. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what it was used for. But they took me in the back, asking me what gang I'm in and all that stuff. Talking about we fish balls. I'm with the fish gang. Some stupid man. Anyway, man. I go to jail, and the next thing you know, the door bust open. Boom! There you go over there, mama. It's old beach, man. I'm talking about he was crying the whole river, man. That was my first time ever seeing that man like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, he did all this for me. Wow. He went and got his parents.
They came in there like they was Johnny Cochran. They
Right, and
came
that
in
was
there.
so fast because I don't think I was up there 30 minutes.
My mama like, get them cuffs off him now.
You know what I'm saying? What was funny was when you busted in and say, there he go over there.
Man, you see, you understand, man. It was like, I mean, don't get it wrong, you my homie, man, but it was like tears of rage, man, because it's just like, even though I was up there dead wrong, dead bogus, I just felt like, oh, I'm just tired of y'all, man. And it's just like, that's what it was. So never once to this day do I see too many people come out good when they had any type of contact with the police. It's like, if you don't know the laws or how to move with them, you coming out messed up. You know, just like the That boy, I think he's from O Block. Some nuke, some nuke. Don't get me wrong. He popping. I just can't remember the name off top. But they got the video of him. He get arrested, and people are asking the police, asking like, "Hey, what you?" They read him his rights, and he tell them like, "Hey, I don't know what dude was going on. I don't know nothing about no gun. I was just smoking weed with dude. He picked me up. They're like, so you don't know nothing about the gun, whatever." Now everybody's saying the dude snitched just because he spoke to the police. You know, it's like people, man, you gotta you ain't supposed to say nothing and all that stuff. So he went home because he said the only way he dirty if the pistol was his. The pistol was his. He went home. He back on the street. And again, there go that everybody just so gangster, think they so gangster. You don't say nothing. When the biggest gangsters get arrested, and that's the first thing the lawyer say, oh man, he shouldn't have told him the gun was his, all that dumb stuff. And I'd be like, why you do that? Oh well, they was gonna take my girl and all that stuff. So it's just like
you don't say nothing. See, the point of not saying nothing is leaving them with little evidence.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Make them folks work. Stop making it easy for them folks. Because I don't see nobody telling on nobody on the rape a man.
Right.
I don't see nobody, you know what I'm saying, telling on these child molesters.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all make that type of job hard for them folks.
Right.
But y'all make everything else easy for them folks, man.
Well, let me tell you this though. Let me tell you this. Let me lay this out for you. Okay. Now say like with Young Thug case, right? Everybody's like, oh, see, they say it's a gang. Now it's gonna be hard on him. But in every song he do say he's a gang member and all that stuff, so I don't get that part. But like with my Fair case, they got my cousin, right? Now me and him, we going to court. We in different cells though. So I'm like, man, cuz they came and got you from the joint? And he like, yeah. And I said, yeah, I see you made a statement. And he said, well, I didn't have no horse in the fight. I mean, no horse in the race. And I'm like, what you saying? He said, once they came and got me, and I seen they had you off of something you got nothing to do with, I got to say, like, yeah, I sell dope. And he said, and for me to say I sell dope, for me to say you don't sell dope, I had to say I sell dope. He's like, man, you going home. And I'm just like, this fool is crazy. I'm like, I'm sitting up here, shackles on my feet, cuffs on my wrist. I'm like, cuz. I'm like, man, you going home. And he was right. And here I am. So it's like, when are you supposed to say something? Somebody else on the case, I ain't gonna say his name, he never said nothing. He never said I was innocent or guilty.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
What's that?
Definitely, what could you say if you know you're guilty?
If you know you guilty.
See, most of the time, I ain't guilty. Most of the time, you niggas, man, you dudes be guilty, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what could you say when you know you did? Like, for me, for instance, like, why would I tell on somebody when I know I'm guilty?
Right.
I just got caught for something that I did.
Well, you telling people to get back to the girl told you man licking and stuff. That's what most people do it for, and they do it for ice cream. They just want to get back to that type of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's just crazy, man. I don't understand. You know, you get all that anyway, but you ain't gonna get out.
That's what
you know. You can lick some toes in there if you want to. That's only if you want to, man.
We get close to the end, man. Let's look at the comments, man. Let's see who we missed it on, man. Bandana Rose, what's up, man?
My boy.
What you say, Drew? Beats to the rescue. All right, Kelly Pitts. All right. My homie from South Central say stop snitching.
All right. Hey, you know what?
Stop
I'm gonna
snitching.
promise y'all, man. I'm gonna get Beach to stop using this damn topic, man.
Hey, man, that's all they talk about now. Is
I know,
snitching and
man. I'm
fentanyl.
tired of talking about it.
Snitching and fentanyl. That's all you finna
Man.
see on the internet, man.
It's
Snitching
like
and fentanyl.
everybody want to be tough. Like, don't nobody move like the mafia no more.
Dude,
You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes. Everybody want to be seen.
I remember.
Everybody that's a so-called boss want everybody to know he a boss.
No rapper used to say they was a gangbanger back then because they knew they would get indicted. No rapper.
They knew they would get indicted, and they knew it'd mess up their record sales.
Knew it'd mess up their record sales. You know what I'm saying?
They don't care now.
Yeah, man. You know. But hey, man. Shout out to my cousin Demo G. DJ Compton Chicago, Big Dog. Scoochie G. We never got back to what Teleport said. She said she liked the girls. Salute to her. But you know, shout out to the sponsors. Always HHQ Magazine,
yes,
Deli Dale Private Stock. Yeah, show been doing real good. Reason we saying N-word and stuff like that, cause 91.3 The Plug, they wanna put our show on a radio station. So you might hear us say stuff like N-word, ninja, mother sucker, bad motor scooter.
And trust me, it's not intentional. They all slips.
They all slips. So you know, and to next time we gonna do our first. We're gonna have our first major guest on here this week too. But you know, as always, what's the hood? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. If you want us to be all right, hit the like.
Hit the
if
like.
You want us to survive, hit subscribe.
Subscribe.
And if you care, what should they hit?
Share.
Hey.
And
what's that?
Wipe your feet, man. It's wet outside, man. Wipe your feet, man. Don't get no mud on my carpet, man. You know, just hit the like button. That'll take care of everything.
Right. Let us know you're in the house. You don't just come to somebody's house and just sit down at the table and start eating. That ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that ain't cool, man. You know.
But you know, as always, what's the hood?
Inglewood. Mother Scooter Hood. You dig?
Hey.